I gotta think ahead. I gotta think what's next for Stare in November. And it's like November's already here and the market looks like absolute butt cheek. But that's okay. That's okay because the market always turns around. It goes up and it goes down. And when it goes really down, and crypto, it usually reverses really, really far up. And that's the most childish analysis I've ever given. But still, it's true. It's true. Stare, I'm not going and I'm never going to go. Listen, I was just out here in beautiful Valrica Lake, Chile. I'm on vacation, actually just looking for a new place to live. I just left California. I sold my ranch. I got out of America because I didn't like what I was seeing. And I am loving what's going on out here. And this is Valrica Lake, Chile, by the way. And I've just been contemplating what is going to be my biggest trades in the next couple of weeks in November. We're in November right now. What are my next biggest plays going to come from? Is it going to be yield farming on like stables? Is it going to be the majors and altcoins or DeFi, AI, RWA? Like what chains? I mean, what chains would I be doing well on? Would it be Solana, Ethereum, Base, freaking, I don't know, whatever else is out there? You know? Oh, I forgot BNB, but that's cooked. I'm convinced that is cooked. Guys, I honestly believe my next biggest plays are gonna come out of the meme coin space. I really, really do. I know the market looks like crap right now. You're probably done with crypto. You probably sold everything. You're just watching for shits and giggles. You're watching to make sure everybody's still in pain like you were when you left the market. But guess what? I'm going to tell you right now that the market's going to turn, and it's going to turn without you if you're not here. So what am I doing to really prepare myself to just be positioned for that next big surge? Well, you know, for me, I'm looking at what have I been successful in the last 6 or 7 months of crypto when things are going really well. And man, we didn't know how good we had it. We really didn't know how good we had it all summer long. It was incredible. There's meme coins popping off like crazy. We were all, you know, complaining about how they weren't going to 50, 100 million, $1 billion market cap. A lot of them just stayed in, you know, capped off at like 30 or 40 million. The most of the ones I saw, but I had the most success on Ethereum. The meme coins on Ethereum, I had the most success, guys. From Dr. Mutant to, I'll start off like from Bird and Woo, Dr. Mutant, Rita the first time was great. Even Rita the second time was great. 800K is not that bad. What else? I mean, there's a bunch of them. I think it was probably like 15 of them that went over $1 million. And I just gotta think, what is it that's going to get me back into that range again, back into that area to where things are popping off again? Well, one, I got to be patient because ETH volume is super down. It's the volume. It's people being in the market that sends these meme coins, you know? And so what do? Do I try and reinvent the wheel? Do I try and create, you know, a situation to where, you know, things are popping off again? No, I can't, because I can't control the market. So what can I do right now? Because November looks like it's going to be a lot of more correcting. It's going to be a lot more just kind of sitting around and getting wrecked, more, to be honest with you. So I'm mostly in stables, and I am watching how ETH is performing. I am watching how, you know, guys like Tom Lee are talking about Ethereum. I am listening to what these teams out here are doing, because again, I've found myself to be pretty well connected with the really great teams in ETH, in the ETH meme coin space. And right now they're not doing anything. Right now they're like, you know what? This isn't the conditions that I want to send anything. So right now, here's what I'm doing. I'm buying little pieces of the memes that have been forgotten. You know, the all the Matt Fury memes that have been forgotten and are dead. You know, all the little AI memes that have died. And I'm just buying up, you know, 0.5%, 1% of these, and just chilling. Because if I rush into this market and try and buy stuff and try and make moves, I'm just gonna get wrecked. I have to just come to terms with that, you know. But my top 3 trades in November are going to be: 1, sitting on my hands, not doing anything; 2, researching what were the narratives that were hot before, and and how are they going to pop off again when liquidity does come back into the market; and 3, keeping up with communication with the teams that have done well, and pick their brains, see where they're at, see what they're thinking, and maybe there's an opportunity to launch a coin or CTO a coin for myself. And also keep in mind, the Eclipse launchpad for ETH is coming out soon, and I think once that comes out in good market conditions, that's going to explode, and we'll be able to utilize that. And that's similar to Pump Fund, where it's like no coding needed, and I think we're going to see a lot of memes coming out on ETH, and that can spark a liquidity rush into ETH. So I have to just keep talking to myself and keep reminding myself to just enjoy nature, enjoy my family, realize that being under control with my emotions and with my decisions has gotten me into this very comfortable spot while the market is going, is very, very negative, is very down. I'm able to still enjoy life. And because I'm not an emotional trader, and just reflect, man, reflect. And I realized that I didn't take enough profits also the last few months. I didn't take enough profits, so I'm going to be taking more profits this time around, and just really, not that I'm going to dump on coins or anything, but like just taking little bits more often when I'm up. Because this market will turn, guys. This market will turn, and when you're just sitting here and not going and never going to go, that's why it's my freaking motto. Because I've seen about 3 or 4 different groups of investors and traders come through this market since May. Since May, it's November, and I've seen in my groups cycles of just impatient people that just want everything right now. They just die out, and there's been a really good percentage of my followers and subscribers that have stayed and are patient because they've adapted my thinking, which is great, and I've actually learned a lot from them as well. But that's my top 3 trades. That's my top 3 trades for November. If I can do those 3 things, sit on my hands and not engage too much into this volatile market that can go either way. Research the market. What went well the last few months? How do I get back into those things earlier? Or what can be a new narrative coming back into this market when the market starts turning green, right? And 3, keep it in communication with everybody. Keep it in communication with the teams that did well, with the marketers that are still working, with the folks, the investors that are out there still, also researching like I am. And so get in the rocket room, get in the inner circle. Those are my Telegram groups. I will have a a Discord. The Discord dropping real soon. It's already all built. Patreon as well. And the Patreon's gonna be sick, man. It's gonna be a lot of B-roll of my traveling. Again, I'm just a kid from New Jersey. I've lived in Boston, lived in Chicago, Rhode Island, and I just sold a ranch that I've had for about almost 10 years in Southern California. And now I'm on the other side of the world in South America right now. And so looking for a new place. I'm going to be in Argentina next week. So I'll have a lot of B-roll of that on my Patreon, in addition to more things of value to you. So guys, enjoy the day. Stayers out.